Yeah, so to get so said that baby says to get rid of the mucus.
Yes.
So we want to talk a little bit about where does mucus come from?
Okay. Well, you can educate me on that one.
Okay, and hopefully everyone can see me here. All right. Yes. Okay, so we got both systems working.
Okay, good.
And just you all, audience, please let me know if you can hear me okay, because I have two systems working. I see our brother Lamar Scales is here. He says, good morning.
Good morning, Lamar.
Good morning. All right. So we know that one of the ways that we have inflammation is definitely from the foods that we eat.
Absolutely.
Number one is processed meat.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and meat, farm raised meat, because they inject this meat with hormones.
Yes.
And also the milk.
Yes.
Dairy is another thing that causes inflammation
Yes,
in the body. And we
Yes.
love it. We love our macaroni and cheese.
Oh, it's all good now. It tastes good now.
I usually say everything in moderation. You have to, but when you think about it, you are putting toxins and unnecessary hormones into your system.
Yes.
Sugar.
Yes.
Sugar is not good for
It's your enemy. It's poisonous, toxic.
There are so many conditions related to sugar,
Yes.
from Alzheimer's to cancer to insulin resistance.
Yeah. Cancer eats up sugar.
Yeah, it feeds it.
Yes.
Yeah. Sugar feeds your cancer. It feeds tumors.
Yes.
It's like the movie. Oh, I forget the name of it, but it was this plant, this big plant, and they used to feed it, and the plant was like, feed me,
wow.
feed me.
I
And
can see that too.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Shop a Horse.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
and I believe the plant's name was Seymour.
Wow.
That's what our tumors and stuff do to sugars, like feed me.
We're killing ourselves with our own spoon, forks, and knives, but as you said, in moderation. But I think it's important to read the ingredients when you go to the store. Don't just go by picking up stuff and putting it in your cart. Read what you're going to be putting in your body.
That's right. Right. And wheat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wheat.
All this stuff we used to think was really good for us.
Right. But see, I think because wheat is GMO'd.
Yeah,
and they have a protein in it called what? Gluten.
Gluten, yes.
Gluten. Gluten it's a protein, but it definitely causes inflammation.
It does.
So we just have to become educated.
We do. Yes.
As far as what we're taking in.
Yes. Turmeric is also excellent for inflammation.
Yeah.
Turmeric. So we can educate ourselves the natural way. The body is designed to really heal itself, but we have to be proactive. We just can't just sit and say, "Que sera, whatever will be." You know,
no,
we got to be proactive. You know, and learn what's good for what condition and situation. Don't just accept everything. Oh, I'm sick. I'm going to take all these medicines. Nothing's wrong with medicine. It has its proper place. But if you're in tune with your own body,
yes,
and you tap into God's wisdom, He will lead you and guide you in what to do and how to do it. And that's another way how I got involved.
What do you think about sicknesses being genetics? Like, because your great grandma had it and your mother had it, is that any indication that you're going to have it too? And is there anything we can do about that?
Look, I went to the doctor years ago, and she told me that I had high blood pressure, and she said, because it runs in your family, then you need to be on medication. So she writes me out a prescription. And so as I was going to the pharmacist, I believe that the Lord spoke to me and said that that's not for you. I didn't get prescription filled. Okay. Because I felt within myself, I did not need to do that. I'm not saying throw your prescriptions away. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination, but you got to be in tune with your own body, and you got to know for yourself what's good for you. So I didn't take it.
Right.
When I went back to the doctor, they said, what'd you do? You no longer have high blood pressure. But see, I don't understand how they can base one office visit saying that you have high blood pressure. Maybe I was in a hurry to get there, and my heart rate was racing, and my pressure was high at that moment.
Right, and that's they can only speak of it in that moment.
Exactly.
You know, but like a good provider will tell you to monitor it at home.
Right.
I mean, if they're prescribing medication off of one visit, then that's problematic.
Yeah.
You know, and we should have these things at home where we can monitor it. We are in charge of our own life. You should have a blood pressure kit at home.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times when people go to the doctors, they're already nervous.
Right.
So their blood pressure is going to be elevated.
Right. You have to be an independent thinker. You know, I've never been on medication. I've always used natural means of healing, you know, and that's not to say that I never will, you know, like in a car accident and I break my leg and I'm laying out on the floor or out in the street bleeding. I'm not going to say, give me a drop of essential oil. Take me to the emergency room and give me whatever I need to heal myself. But once I'm released from the hospital, I come home, I want to start healing myself the natural way.
Well, how many of you have been challenged as well, as far as, you know, you go to the doctor and they say, well, because this is in your bloodline, then, you know, you have it too. How many of you have been challenged with fear as far as that's concerned? How many of you have actually accepted that diagnosis? Y'all talk back to us today.
And I forgot to mention that I'm an author of the Fear Factor book.
Yes.
And yes, fear will kill you.
Yes.
Fear leads into stress and all of that adrenaline. That's cancerous right there. Fear will kill you. And because it leads into stress, and most of us live stressful life. We live in a fight or flight condition to the time. And it's not for temporary moments for take care.
For emergency situations. But unfortunately, because of our where we come from as Black people, you know, that is just an underlying condition that a lot of us are not aware of, as far as paranoia and anxiety. You know, look in the rear view mirror driving down the street, or have anxiety walking into department stores, knowing you there to use your money like everybody else. But then we know that they're probably watching us. You know what I mean? So because of our culture, there is already this underlying current of PTSD. And anxiety. You know,
it's embedded in us.
It is embedded in us. But then we have to choose if we want to really live that way.
First, just being aware of it. Because we live our lives not even being aware of what's going on within us.
That's right. And I usually tell clients, don't wait for a situation to happen to start doing relaxation exercises.
Hey, if you be ready, you don't have to get ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
That's right. You're ready for whatever challenge comes your way. I want to say good morning to my beautiful daughter, Dr. Camille Owens is here, and Sister Sheila Yarbrough. And who else? Dottie Diggs.
Steve Gammon.
Hi, Steve. Y'all make y'all's comments today. I think most importantly so far is that we do not have to accept generational curses.
That's right.
We don't have to accept generational curses because something runs in your bloodline. You have the power to take control of your life.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight for your life.
Absolutely.
You got to be proactive.
And like you said, the stress will definitely kill you because it's firing up your adrenals, you know? So
many people are stressed out.
What would you recommend for stress? What essential oil would you recommend?
Lavender. Lavender is really good.
Love lavender.
Cedarwood. Chamomile. I mean, just sitting with one of these wonderful inhalers, just inhale. It's amazing how it goes through your brain here, and it affects your mood. It's amazing. God's medicine is just incredible how it really sounds. Yeah,
And
those are some things as far as stress. You can also I love like meditation.
meditation
It's
is
just it's simply
awesome.
just relaxing your mind. You know,
Yes.
when I was years and years and years ago in church, when you would talk about meditation, they would say, "Oh, that's demonic meditation." You heard that?
No, I didn't hear that because the Bible, there's like over 60 something scriptures that talk about
Exactly. Yeah,
meditation,
I
but
love it.
I don't think they knew how to help us to
And they didn't
meditate.
understand it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and the
they
different variations of meditation.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I mean, just sitting back and closing your eyes and just diminishing every thought, and the energy inside of you begins to work. And I'm telling you,
Mm.
it's a beautiful thing because it's the energy that God has put inside of us. The body
Mhm.
is designed to heal itself.
And isn't that how we get sick because we got clogged up energy.
Oh yeah, it's trapped.
Yes,
It's
that's the
trapped up
word.
in us. Yeah,
Yes, trapped
yeah, yeah,
energy, and that
yeah.
causes sickness because
Oh yeah,
it has to go through our body.
it has
It
to.
has to
Yeah, it
run
has to
through it.
flow. It's
Right,
supposed
it's
to.
like a
Yeah.
clogged artery.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
meditation
Yeah.
definitely releases it. And what's your favorite way to meditate?
Well, sometimes I'll just put on some soft music. I'll put on my headphones and listen to soft music, and I just soak it in, and I relax. And sometimes I don't listen to anything. My most favorite is just not listening to anything, just sitting back, relaxing, inhaling,
Mm-hmm.
and just allowing my inner self to heal. And it's healing
Yes.
every area of the body. You can focus your attention. Like if I'm having like some type of discomfort or anything, you can actually focus your energy toward that
Towards that area
and
and
be
breathe
healed.
into it.
And be healed. And it's the energy that God has given us.
That's right.
The body is designed to heal
To heal
itself.
itself.
Yeah.
Good morning to our beautiful mother.
My
Is
mama.
here.
Hi, mama. Love you.
Good
Love
morning
you.
to you. Listen, we're not just providing information just to be throwing stuff out there.
Exactly.
We are giving you things that we know because
Yes.
so meditate.
That's another thing. Being overexerted and just exhausted, not getting any sleep. So you're walking around like a zombie.
Yes.
And you're not aware, you're not attentive, you're not alert. You're
That's
just
right.
sluggish.
That's
and it's
right.
like walking zombies.
Yeah, but you don't get a Superwoman award, a Shero award, or a hero award for burning the midnight oil. You are really self-sabotaging if you're not getting enough sleep.
Self sabotaging.
You our body rejuvenate, it repairs itself.
Yes.
But you need like the REM sleep,
Yes.
like that deep sleep,
Yeah.
not that
rapid eye
surface
movement.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And a lot of times people are like, well, if you add it all up, I got 8 hours here, a couple hours in there. That is not good enough. That's catnapping.
Yes.
So you're breaking your own cycle, but you don't give your system, if you're not getting enough sleep, Vicki just said, you're more irritable. Yes. During the day, you can't think clearly, and then you get on the road driving, but driving with sleep deprivation is like driving intoxicated.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's almost a death sentence right there. You're taking a big risk.
Yeah.
Something very tragic.
So one of the ways to de-stress is to get organized and live a structured life.
That's right.
The less chaos in your life, the more peace and calm that you're going to have.
I mean, we should strive for that peace and calmness. We because it's a beautiful thing. It helps you to think better, helps you make better decisions, it helps you feel better about yourself. It helps you to love yourself more. It helps you to give more.
Yes.
But there's a lot of health things that we need to be aware of. I mean, we can't do everything, of course, but
that's right.
The small things that we can do to help enhance our health are very profitable. Something as small as the aluminum that's in deodorant. Okay. So they did a study with a lot of elderly people,
Mm-hmm.
and all of them had Alzheimer. The common denominator that all of them shared is all of them had aluminum deposits
Mm-hmm.
in their brains.
Yeah, yeah. And aluminum can come from, so that's why we have to do our research, because even if you're cooking with aluminum pans,
Yes.
that's absorbed in your food.
And even aluminum foil.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it heats up,
Yeah.
and we just have to be careful.
To know better is to do better.
Yes.
Even the fluoride in toothpaste.
Uh-huh.
Fluoride calcifies the pineal gland.
And tell us what the pineal gland does.
Well, the pineal gland it helps you to think. It helps you to make your decision. It's a heightened part of your higher self, and you can add in on that.
Very, very intuitive.
Yeah, intuitive. That's where your ability to think. But a fluoride kind of dumbs you down, and it blocks your pineal gland from operating. So you need that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know that in our gut is very intuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our gut is very, very, it's the center of yourself.
Right.
Some people will, the gut is referred to as the first brain.
Exactly.
Not the second one.
Exactly.
Because it's very intuitive, and it won't reason with you. Your gut is going to speak the hard truth.
Right.
That's why I ask people, well, what's your gut feeling on this?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to reason. Our brains will reason like, well, maybe I shouldn't be feeling that way, or maybe I shouldn't think like that because da 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 da.
Yes.
But what's your gut saying?
Yeah.
Your gut is saying run.
Exactly.
But your head is like, well, maybe I'll stay because I've been here.
Reasoning will get you in trouble, honey.
Sometimes we gotta listen to the gut.
The gut.
So our pineal gland is even more intuitive than the gut is.
Yeah.
But some kind of way, the system has found a way to make it docile, to make it calcify.
Exactly.
And that's where the fluoride comes in.
Yeah. There's definitely a war on our health. Have you ever heard about digital food?
No, please tell.
I'm just learning about it because I
digital food.
Have you heard about digital food? You can print off food. Technology is really I don't know, but yeah, check it out. I mean, I can't elaborate on it too much because I'm just now learning about it, so I don't want to talk too much about it because it's digital food that you can print off and eat it.
Huh? Well, that's not food.
It's not food. That's exactly right, but a lot of our food that we're eating now is not real food.
Right. Yeah.
Fake this, fake that, fake this. I'm telling you, you got to be wise.
And going back to what God has provided in the earth, the natural foods that the earth births.
Yeah.
It pushes it out of the earth. That's what God provides for us.
Yes, that's right.
So Brittany Bozeman says, can you recommend aluminum-free and fluoride-free deodorant and toothpaste?
Oh, yeah. You can go to any health store. They have it. Just ask for it. What an HSU store?
HSU is
Whole Foods store.
Yeah.
I think just about any place that you can buy those things, they have a section for it. You just have to look for it.
I use Hello toothpaste, the carbon. What's it called? The black toothpaste.
Oh yeah, the charcoal. Yeah, I use charcoal too. I use a variation of them.
Yeah, but those are fluoride free.
Yeah. There's a store on Cleveland. I just can't. It's a market, and they sell all kind of different toothpaste and stuff without the fluoride in it. But it's easy to find. It's not hard to find. You can even go on Amazon and put it in the search, and it'll come up.
Yeah, and I know Mom. I think she makes her own deodorant.
Yes, I do
out
too.
Of baking soda, and what else?
I put baking soda and coconut oil, and then I'll put some drops of one of my favorite essential oils in it.
Okay.
And just stir it around and just use it.
Yeah.
And I love it that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Vicki, tell us what is, like, I know you mentioned the immune essential oils that are good for the immune system. What's one of your favorite concoctions that you just love? And if you just had to make one thing, what would it be?
it would be the immune booster. Like I have this in this form, but also have it in an ingestion form where you can put drops in your mouth, and I love that because it's good for the immune system. I'm telling you, if I just start sniffing, or if I feel something coming on, anything coming on,
Mm-hmm.
out, I will not leave home without my oregano oil. Okay,
Oregano. That stuff is
oregano.
good.
Woo! Here,
That
hey,
stuff
I don't
is
leave home
good.
without it.
That's
But
right.
it is so potent. Is you can't take it by itself. You have to mix it with the carrier oil.
Mm-hmm.
I mix it with olive oil and a couple other few things. But just telling you, it's
Because this is a natural what?
it's essential oil. It's a natural a plant based oil
Okay.
derived
Mm-hmm.
from plant oregano plant.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm looking for it's the natural oh man, because it's not an antibiotic.
anti uh anti dang
I know.
antiviral. Um,
Antiviral.
there's some other anti stuff that
Right.
go with it,
Yeah.
but pick up some essential oil. Make I get everything organic. I'm sorry, I do. If you go in my refrigerator, everything's gonna say organic.
So tell us, and I do want to say hello to Derek Richardson is
Hi,
here. Good
Derek.
morning
What's
to
up?
you. Elaine, who is at Conway, cousin, hello,
Hi.
hello. Y'all come on in with your questions and also your comments if you have actually made the change to be healthy more naturally.
You can ask me about organic.
Yes, so let's understand why organic.
Just listen to the word by itself.
Organic.
It's organic. It's natural. It's not okay. A lot of plants foods are sprayed with chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, all that stuff that is not good for your body. Organic food is safely grown. It's not exposed to all the other stuff that they spray on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cleaner eating. It's cleaner for you.
Do you still find yourself washing those products off?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do.
Because what?
Because I'm just that way. No, I mean you still got bugs. You still got listen. You still got. I know. You still got bugs and stuff that fly on your stuff. I mean, you might have a little maybe poop or something on you.
Wow.
You want to wash
I'm not
up,
eating anymore. I'm not eating nothing.
You have to.
I'm going to digest
no.
air. That's so
But
disgusting.
no, just rinse it and wash it off. Your chemtrails, people don't like. You know what? I talk to people about chemtrails. They're like, "Oh my God," they don't understand it. We think we're being safe by growing our own foods outside. Okay, we're not gonna go here and buy food. We're gonna grow our own food because it's healthier and safe. But I believe they thought of a way to get that
to
too.
us anyway.
Yeah. Chemtrail. Listen, before COVID, you saw millions of chemtrails.
Yes.
Every day. During COVID, you saw no chemtrails.
Right.
It's almost as if they were saying, "Okay, we got them now."
Because
we don't have
were
to
like
no more
taking
because
pictures.
but it's designed to make us sick. We're conspiracy theories, right?
Well, that's what
But
they say.
But listen, it makes sense if you see. We don't think.
Yeah, we have. To.
They calmed down during COVID because
But
they met their goal. But I'm starting to see them more now. I guess they're ready for another round.
I'm
but
serious.
No, it's not funny.
It scared me. One day there were so many. There were so many planes in the sky, and there were so many chemtrails. Yeah. It was so scary. And I think we were like taking pictures, sharing them with each other.
North, south, east, and west. They were going
all
and
over.
If you don't know what chemtrails are, they're these airplanes. I don't even know if they're pilots in it, but they're releasing chemicals. Chemtrails, CHEMTRAILS.
Look it up.
Google it. Look it up. A lot of people have disappeared after talking about chemtrails. So.
Well, hey,
it is what it is. I have a passion.
Just share what you know.
I have a passion. I have a mission. God has called me to this. So they say if you're doing something that you're willing to die for, and you're passionate enough about it that you'll die for it, then that's your gift. So
But the main thing against chemtrails and against COVID and all of that stuff is a strong immune system.
yes,
But
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
really, really watch what you're putting in your body.
That's it.
I can snip this
Yeah,
all day long,
yeah,
but if I am not nourishing
yeah.
myself, if I'm eating junk food,
That's right.
a lot of sugar
Yeah,
and all that stuff, you are tearing up your digestive system,
yeah.
and your immune system is within your digestive
That's
system,
right.
and we are tearing it up. So I can expect for my body to be there for me if I'm not there for my
Oh, you better
body.
say that.
Come on
You better
now.
say that.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't have to just throw everything away. I mean, you can, but you don't have to throw everything away immediately. One thing I definitely will not touch again is pork, and because God has dealt with me about that, and I read so much in the Bible about how He does not want His people to eat pork. There's a reason why He said that, because it's toxic. The pig is the most diseased animal in the whole wide world. And now you're going to eat a diseased animal and you expect not to get the disease?
And is a pig more toxic than chicken? Because chickens eat everything.
Well, hey, the Bible didn't say don't eat chicken. It said don't eat pork. I don't know why. God is all wise. I don't question Him. He said don't eat it. So it's not for a time period. It's for all mankind. And if it was bad for them then, it's going to be bad for us now. So I just don't eat pork. I don't judge people who do eat it.
Right, God ain't dealt with me on that one.
Well, okay, that's
I mean, God hasn't dealt with me on that yet. Thank you, Lord.
Right.
But I don't eat a lot of pork.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe every now and again, very few times. But it's because it's just like tilapia fish. I'm looking at the nutrients.
None.
You know what I mean? The nutrients in it. So why put it in if I'm going to put something in my mouth, I want it to be enjoyable and it's going to nourish my cells.
Yes.
Because they're the saying, you are what you eat, right?
Yes.
But more importantly, we are what our bodies do with what we eat.
Right.
So whatever we eat, we're bathing ourselves in it.
That's absolutely
true. I feel like, girl, you done work hard, and you deserve to just treat yourself. Not just a pig, because like I said, I don't really eat it like that. But my thing is sweets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love my sweets.
Yeah, I get a taste for it every now and then. My go-to sweet is dark chocolate almond candy bars.
Well, that's not too bad because dark chocolate is good for you.
I try to be as healthy with the sweets as possible, but it's still sugar.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Apple pie every now and then.
Everything in moderation. In moderation.
Right.
It's according to your conviction and what you want to do with your life.
Yes.
It's like in therapy. Some people come to therapy for different reasons. Some people really want to be helped. And I know those people because they put the work in.
You have to.
Some people just like to talk.
Exactly. Yeah, they really don't even want to be helped.
They just need a listening ear.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is with our health.
Right.
Some people, it's their normal. Being unhealthy is their normal. And they don't want to change.
Right.
So,
it's like the horse being tied to the post, it's tied to the post so long, it can't go nowhere. But once you untie that post, it's still going to stay there and not try to go nowhere because they used to be in there.
Well,
don't want to change.
That'll preach.
Yeah.
That'll preach.
Was it the elephant or the horse tied to the post? Was an animal tied to the post?
I don't know that one, sis.
That's a popular one right there.
But I mean, it's like the mentality.
Exactly.
Of some people, you can lay everything out in front of them, but because they've been functioning this way for so long, they don't have any incentive for change.
So what do you do with those type of people? Do you keep trying to persuade them, or do you say, okay, well, I'm just going to go and use my energy towards somebody who's going to receive it and do something with it?
Well, I don't believe in throwing my pearl to the swine.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If people want help, then I'm invested.
Yeah.
I'm like 120% invested in them because I love people.
Yes,
and I
you do.
know that everybody has a story to tell.
Absolutely.
It's probably, some of the pearls and stuff are buried in the dirt of life, but that's how we grow, but they don't know. They just know they're covered, but for those that you try to help, but you see no progress, you see they haven't put the work in, you got to shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving, because there are people who need our help.
That's the truth.
So you don't want to waste your time on people who are wasting your time.
There you go. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Yes. So we talked about de-stressing, because stress will kill you. Stress fires up your adrenals. You're going to implode with cortisol and adrenaline. You're going to have high anxiety and even depression. So get yourself organized and try your best to live a lifestyle, because that's going to provide you. If you're structured, and say for instance, if you walk into your office is filled with papers everywhere. And you couldn't find anything if your life counted on it. How much stress and anxiety is that? And you digging through stuff, and that's too much. So you put yourself in a state of fight or flight. Or take time to get organized. So when you walk into your office and it's organized, that's your place of peace and calm.
Isn't it amazing how it just changes your emotion and your whole well-being?
But the power is within you.
It is.
It's within you. We talked about the digestive tract, because everything in your body is interrelated. So your digestion is it correlates with your brain stem, with your brain, period. Whatever you eat. Have you ever noticed, and have you all ever noticed, when you eat a lot of junk, then you have fuzzy thinking?
Oh, absolutely.
And you're sluggish.
Yes. That is for sure.
I love, and I know you do too, starting your day off with smoothies. I think one of my favorite smoothies is blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. I put 2 tablespoons of beetroot powder in it, and a cup of spinach, and a 2 cups of coconut water, because, and this is a freebie, if you are dehydrated, or even if you have if you're off balance a little bit, coconut oil is number 1 for your electrolytes. A lot of people go to Gatorade, but Gatorade does have like some dyes in it. You know what I mean? But coconut oil is natural, and it's the number 1 way to restore and replenish your electrolytes. If you all try that smoothie, it is the bomb.
You can make it to your own perfection. I put probably about 12 different ingredients in mine. It sets me for the day, though.
I know.
I'm not even hungry until about maybe 2:00 in the afternoon. So you can make being healthy fun. But it's not in one area. We are tripartite beings, made comprises of spirit, soul, and body. We have to give attention to all 3 of those areas. If you just give attention to your spirit, or you just give attention to your soul, or one of them, you will feel imbalanced. You'll be off balance, because we're supposed to be well balanced in all 3 areas.
Yes, absolutely. So your body, we're tripartite beings, body, soul, spirit. So what all are you doing to take care of your bodies? And it puzzles me, and especially in church, when you see so many people who have, I don't want to say health conditions, I don't know their story, they kind of have let ourselves go.
It's ironic, and it puzzles me, and it also bothers me. That it does seem like it's primarily people that are in church, they don't seem to care
Take care. We have
of
to.
themselves.
But our bodies. Our sister Angela is here.
Woo,
Hey,
woo.
girl.
What's up, Angie?
Hey, sis. So, as you said, we have to be in homeostasis. That's the most optimal way to function, is to be in complete homeostasis with the totality of who we are. So we can't just nurture one part, without nurturing the other part.
Absolutely.
So our bodies. I usually recommend exercise therapy for clients who for every condition. I don't care what mental health condition you have, exercise is going to help you.
You're talking about physical exercise.
Physical exercise.
Yeah, that's very, very important.
Yes.
I tell you, I love it. I love it.
Once you get used, and a lot of people say, well, I don't have the energy for it. So for you to ask me to do it, get up and move your body around.
Yeah, you have to.
Walk around the block. I ain't asking you to jog.
Yeah, you got to let that blood circulate.
Yes, yes. So exercising, and even what about lifting weights?
Yes, yeah. The strengthen the body. I always tell people I don't want to grow old and feeble and bent over. I want to grow old and strong.
Yes.
And so you just strengthen your body through lifting weights. You don't have to be no weight or anything like that, but just 5-10 pounds.
Because I think my highest, and I'm working on it, but my highest right now is like 20 pounds. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, are you using one bar or two dumbbells?
No, they're two dumbbells.
Okay, that's good too.
So it's like 40.
And you can add stuff to it. When you're doing that, you could do squats while you're doing it.
Oh,
you can just add things to it. And it's wonderful.
And YouTube is free. You don't even have to join a gym. I work out about 3 times a week in my living room.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't want to grow old and feeble.
Yeah.
I want to grow old and strong too. Number one, I don't want nobody else having to take care of me.
That's right. Absolutely.
you just don't know. People love you and they mean well, but people are busy. They got lives.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't really want to be a burden if you can help it.
If you can help it, that's the key.
Right.
But if you can't help it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And nourishing your body, doing what's good for you, and taking time out.
Yes.
God didn't just rest on the 7th day because he was tired.
Right.
That was an example
That's right.
of what we need to do.
We need to follow that pattern. I tell you, I mean, like Kim said, you don't have to join a gym, but if you can, by all means go, because I tell you, when I go to the gym, I work out, and the best part after my workout is getting in that whirlpool. I tell you, I almost fall asleep in that thing. And that's loving yourself and nourishing yourself and just taking care of yourself.
Mom Trout says she exercises 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And y'all know our mama got it going.
She ain't no joke. She ain't no joke.
Listen, she will put us to shame.
I'm telling you, honey.
I dance with her every Sunday, and I'm telling you, I have to keep up with her because she can go. And I admire her strength.
She's a trailblazer for real.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, she'll get out in her yard and do yard work all day long.
All day is right. I'm like, Mom, please sit down somewhere. But it's nothing for her to spend like 3 hours out in the yard. And that is exercise.
Thank God for her energy.
Yes, that's the body. And maybe you all can think of other ways that you can nourish and strengthen your body. So we said body,
Have they said any ways how they take care of themselves yet? I don't think I see that on there.
Angela says, work out, sleep well, drink plenty of water.
There you go.
Those are 3 requirements you don't want to skip.
You have to.
You don't want to skip.
Flush out the water, drinking, flushing out all them impurities in you. We're made of water. We got to keep it in there. It'll help, hydrate your skin.
Yes.
And I could tell when people don't drink water.
Yeah. And when you drink the water, it helps your internal organs and systems too. Yeah. And the body is so intelligent. It knows when you're dehydrated. So it will compensate. It'll start squeezing water from other organs to try to make sure that you don't totally get dehydrated. Exactly. But you're robbing yourself. Now you just took from this one organ to try to replenish.
Exactly. Yes.
You know what I mean? So we just want to make for sure that we're drinking the water.
Yes.
So the soul is your mind, will, your intellect, and your emotions. What are ways that we can heal that area?
That all comes with distressing. I mean, you could just go for a nice walk. even like reading or just showing, really just doing things that you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And definitely I always tell people to focus only on what's good.
Mm-hmm. Positive thinking. That's definitely,
Because we all have had traumas.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and life is not always favorable. And there was a commercial back in the days from Nationwide says life happens fast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That if we focus on our losses,
Yeah.
then we're going to get more and more depressed and more and more anxious.
Yes.
So try to focus only on what's good, because every thought you think, you're going to release the corresponding chemicals in your body.
Yeah, and whatever you focus on will be magnified.
Yes.
So if you focus on good things, that will be magnified inside of you.
That's right.
Just turn it around.
Yes, and it's in your power. And I love journaling.
Yes, yeah. Now I know that's powerful, and your journal book and all that. I used to journal more so than I do now. I have to get back to journaling.
Yes. I mean, you're talking about keeping yourself from internalizing things that we should not.
Yes.
You know, and able to process our thoughts in a healthy way.
Yes.
A lot of times when we have dreams, or a lot of times when we have anxiety and we don't know where it's from, it's because of our subconscious mind.
True.
You know, so learn how to write things down. So our body, our soul, our mind, will, emotions, and our intellect, don't allow your emotions to run the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it can easily be done. It just takes off without your permission.
Large and in charge.
Yes.
And that's a one-way street towards disaster.
Oh, yes, it is.
If you're angry and you function from that mindset.
Oh my God, that's disastrous.
Yes. So again, mindfulness.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to pay attention to how you're thinking.
Yeah.
Do a self-check. You know, every now and then. How am I thinking? I do that all the time.
Yes.
I stop and just look at myself. How are your mindset? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Yeah. How are you talking?
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. I usually tell my clients too, if you're feeling some type of way in your body, then you need to do a checkup from the neck up.
Oh, that's good.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. And you mentioned before that information is on your website.
Yes.
What is your website?
It's B in Health, the letter B, the letter N, health, #1.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your book on your website?
Yeah, it is on my website, and it's also on Amazon.
Okay. Now, can people order stuff off your website?
They sure can.
Okay.
They sure can. They can also contact me through Facebook. My email is vicvict3@gmail.com.
Say that again.
vicvict3@gmail.com.
That's Big Vic.
Yeah. I also make CMOS too.
And what is CMOS good for?
Oh, okay. It has 92 92 minerals that the body needs. It's good for brain functioning. It's good for energy. It's good for your digestive tract. It's just good for everything. I mean, it's a plant that's made in the ocean. You know, and it's imported from the same place that Dr. Sebi used to get his from. But the CMOS is kind of taking over the essential oil business right now.
Okay, because so many people are ordering CMOS.
Oh my God, and I sell it in like different fruit flavors and everything is organic. So, but yeah.
If people take the CMOS, would you recommend that they still take their other vitamins as well?
That's the thing. You got to measure your own body and know for yourself. You could take it, and then if you take your other medication and you kind of feel like it's too much, like when your body is not right, when it's not too much. Maybe you won't have to take as much as your vitamins, but like I said, CMOS has 92 minerals. 92 minerals. So some of the minerals in CMOS might be in some of the vitamins that you're taking.
Sure.
So you might want to reduce your vitamin. The CMOS, you only take like 2 tablespoons every day.
Okay.
And you'll feel the difference. You could tell the difference. I mean, it helps your brain as well. So I've been really, really busy with that, and I'm pretty happy about it. People tell me I should open a store, but I just want to work from home. I don't want to do too much. I want to,
because you've already retired.
I'm already retired. I want to stay at a peaceful state.
I
just want to
chill. That's called self-care
and enjoy life. I love it. I don't want a whole lot of pressure.
Right.
I enjoy helping people. Though. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. My son William Bozeman is here. Good morning, son. Good morning. Yeah. So, what about? Do you know anything about the nutritional, the nutrition of mushrooms and what mushrooms can do?
Oh, I'm really just learning more about mushrooms, but I know they're beneficial as a over health enhancer. It's good for the. I know it's good for your brain. That's one thing that's good for. But shiitake mushroom is supposed to be the top mushroom that's good for everything. I mean, when I went to Whole Foods, I saw all other mushrooms like $2.99, $3.99. The shiitake was like $8.99.
Right.
That's indicator,
reason. Yeah, there's a reason.
But
for that.
I know that's definitely good for your brain.
When I went to HSU and I was asking them for a client about, I was looking for the oil, coconut oil. Okay. I was looking for coconut oil for a client who was suffering for dementia, and she says, "Oh, I have something better than that." And she led me to the owl with the mushrooms, and it was actually lion's mane.
Okay, I like lion's mane.
Yeah, lion's mane. So that may be something. All of these are just suggestions that you all may want to try if you know someone who's having memory loss or maybe suffering with dementia, is maybe to try some more natural things. And I know they said that things are coming out on the market next year for Alzheimer's, and I'm glad about that. And also for cancer, it's about time. Yeah. But again, we're like all for the natural remedies if there is a natural remedy.
Yes. Yes.
So before we go though, what else would you like for us to know?
Just take matters into your own hands, and I function from God's wisdom. If you were to ask me, my favorite book in the Bible, it would be the wisdom book, Proverbs, because Proverbs 4:22 says, God's wisdom is life to those that find them. And it said it's health to all their flesh. So pray for God's wisdom as to what you should do, what you should buy, what you should put in your body. He will download that wisdom to you. That's how I operate. I mean, you can learn more from God's wisdom than any book. Okay, so that's what I would suggest. Just pray and seek God's wisdom on what to do for your body.
Yeah.
And also, I'd like to say too, surround yourself with people who value you, for people who know your value, but not only know, because somebody can know your value and not value you.
Exactly.
You're right. I spent many years around people who knew my value, but did not want to pour into my value.
Well, that's something else on their end.
Yeah.
There's something going on with them. It ain't you.
Yeah. But before we close out, I just have to say, Kim, I'm so proud of you. And your endeavors and everything that you have done and what you're doing here on this platform. Because, the information that you give out, people pay a lot of money for, and you're freely giving it to people. And I pray that, that they understand that. Congratulations again on being Influencer of the Year.
Oh, yes.
By Kingdom Image Award. You absolutely deserve it. I've told you this time and time again, but I just want to tell you now live that you are wonderful.
Well, thank you, big sis. That is so sweet and so encouraging. And I told the owner, what's her name at Kingdom Image Award?
Hunter.
Miss Hunter, I was explaining to her how grateful I was to have won the award, because a lot of times when you do platforms like this, you don't get a lot of feedback.
For sure.
And I know that the information that we give out on a weekly basis is powerful information. So to win the Influencer of the Year, let me know someone is listening. So I am Kimberly Bozeman, owner of Healthy Emotes Counseling Services. You can contact me at 614-669-5115. You can also go to my website with this healthyemotes.com. And again, I am so happy to have my sis here with me today.
Wonderful. I love you, sister.
Yes, I hope you all enjoyed this information. Take it and share. It's not too late to share.
That's right.
We love you all, and hey, create a wonderful day.
And be healthy.